Okay, and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta, where we just went ahead and designed and just assigned a new set of ships to be constructed to replace the fallen Earth ones. One thing that I just remembered is we do have an existing fleet at Mars that is, at this point, officially out of date, so it's probably time to upgrade it. So we can get the whole fleet, looks like, upgraded within 44 days. Let's go ahead and do that. And with that underway, I think we're mainly going to be working on slowly and progressively improving the Martian bases so we can get more resources out of them. As we upgrade the mining complexes, we're going to go from being 100% of the base resources plus our mining bonuses to 150% plus our mining bonuses, which should help raise our yields. And allow us to put some other stuff in our mining locations as well.
Acknowledge.
I should actually tell my people to get job or to go do things. We'll have this done soon. We'll have this done soon. Actually, both of those will be in the next cycle. So we're going to be assigning a bunch of new stuff. We got a lot of space stuff we want to do. We want to basically get ready for colony ships. I'm less sure what we're going to put in that other slot, but. Okay, we don't need to turn any counselors. I suppose I can send you raising public opinion. Probably wants to be in the United States.
We'll make our appeal.
Where to?
Who do we want to investigate? I suppose, what? Sabotage project is espionage, okay. So let's actually do some investigate so we can actually try to steal some stuff from... Let's go with the Protectorate. Or not the Protectorate, the Service.
Investigating target.
Reporting
And
in.
then Mr. Espionage here. You have a bunch of different things you can do. For the moment, I think we're going to use you to help stabilize Mexico.
Restoring order.
And we'll let some time advance. So there's our mobile space station, or mobile space science lab. This is how we're going to do prospecting on Mercury when we go to move over to Mercury. Oh, and it immediately popped to the next one, which is off-Earth mining by 10%. So we'll set that as a favorite. We do probably want the solar platform and outposts first. So we'll get those. Those will complete pretty quick because they're pretty cheap. Sanctions on... Yeah, we'll let New Zealand get the GDP.
Offering assistance.
There's our Information Science Research Center. We'll want that eventually, but we're not in a rush for that. Heavy fission pile? So we can go into the heavy fission pile array, sure.
We have got some intel on our target.
Servants, actual loyalty score of 17. We'll do a repeat for the moment. Loose packet. All hands brace for impact or make emergency repairs to the receiver. Well, we have the resources, so we're gonna try to mitigate the damage. Successfully mitigate the damage. Solar platform kit complete. So we're gonna do solar outpost, and then we'll probably go into advanced prospecting surveys.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Things are cooling off.
The people will come to our side.
Things are cooling off.
Okay. No, we don't want to go to war. No, we don't want to go to war. There's the solar outpost kit. With that, let's go ahead and pick up that mining bonus of 10% global. Oop, we lost a point in Nepal Bhutan, which is probably fine. In practice.
Ready.
Okay, so can you... Invalid, because you can't reach target, or faction has no products to steal. Okay. Counselor, or... okay, so that counselor doesn't have what we can steal from. Let's check a different counselor. Because we're looking for an org with a gear on it, basically. To steal something. And if we can see what the orgs they have are, then we know whether they have them or not. That's science, no gear. No gear.
I'm on your side.
Turn this guy. I suppose technically because I've got these guys turned, right? We know that they don't have... We should know if they had gear, so apparently just both the servants and the protector probably doesn't have any engineering orgs on their counselors, which is a little weird. We can do some sabotage projects instead. Sure, let's go ahead and sabotage a project. Oh, I should probably do that with
I will try to sway the public.
this guy.
Ready to go. I'm going in.
Okay. That'll be done end of May, so we shouldn't have any... Oh no, we'll have this one will be a choice. In
Offering support.
days. Asset goes silent. Okay, so we're gonna have to go turn another protectorate one quickly. That's either the... Oh no, that was a servant. We're gonna have to go
They
turn a
won't
servant
know
one
what
quickly.
hit them.
We can delay their exotic materials or their adamantine armor. We only get one delay each, so we'll do the delay on the exotic armors first. We got 50 science. That's nice. There's having fusion file. Fleet must have at least 2 ships, and only 1 ship per fleet can apply the bonus. Say may provide the bonus, but it's 1 can apply. Only allowed in the larger hulls. So this might not be available on our monitors. We do probably want this if we're going to start stacking stuff, and we'll pick this all unit first. Which we'll complete pretty quickly.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Order is returning.
There we go. So that is the first half of the Martian fleet upgraded.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Pending control nation that was aborted. That was
I
him
work for you
that had
now.
that aborted.
At your service.
Okay, and then you want to do a turn counselor mission? 88% chance? Sure. Boost that a little bit. 1 for 2, 2 for 4, 4 for 4. No, 4 for 6. We'll do 4 for 6.
They'll be working for us soon.
Could save up for the famous. Yeah, well, yeah, we will, because we do use Unity quite a bit. When we're trying to take places over. Well, when we're trying to take places over, we're not doing that for a while. So we'll probably go security instead. This person's got really terrible espionage, so they're going to get detected all the time, so we want to make them safe in the situation they're detected and someone's trying to take blows at them. We're waiting for Chief Computer Scientist, 64 there. You're going for 150 for Untouchable, okay. So we're going to get those two done, pretty close back to back. Let's grab the admin towers. There's a bunch of places that if we have the energy for, we'll want to apply that. Offer for mining boosted 10%. Anyway, let's grab the flag bridges.
Offering counsel. We've hacked their research data.
And we can go ahead and delay the enemy team armor. We haven't done so much damage to the exotics that it wouldn't have some progress on it. But I think this is only doing so much damage, and you can only do it once per research. So we've probably rather them set back on that one. I don't really feel like it's going to be worth setting by the other one, so we're just going to continue. We're going to move over to sabotaging someone else.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
And we now have a spy.
We have moved the needle.
Violence is abating. We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay. And then your February of next year. Ugh. That's 20,000 research points for you. That's up in the point where it's up here in the top tech cost range, yeah. Yeah, we'll get you done in June. So that'll be the end of next month. September's actually quite a decent way off. But we'll see how those constructions come along. When is the settlement mining going to be done? 10th of June. Okay. In the meantime, we do have the ability to put more other stuff up. Like there's some argument maybe to grab a Skunk Works. To combo with the already existing science. What does Guncork cost for upkeep? Does cost volatiles and metals to upkeep. And some money, has a monthly money upkeep. That's not too bad for us at the moment. So yeah, let's put a Skunk Works in. It'll take 90 days to come in. And if we want to set up anything else, we need to set up more power. Let's hold off until we have the admin node. I am still thinking we probably want to raise water most, so let's search by water. You are now the highest water place. We'll go ahead and do a core upgrade here as well. Because that'll help us with upgrading there. Okay. Back to Earth, and we wait for those to complete. Okay. So, obviously you're not going to be turning more people to our side. I think everyone has
Standing
reasonable
by for orders.
Your orders?
loyalty.
At your service. Your orders?
Ready for orders.
Do some public campaigning
Ready
in the
for
United
orders.
States.
We must persuade the people.
Ready for my mission.
We apparently
Please
can
keep
steal
me
a
safe.
project. So something has changed, and we now have the ability to do some stealing. Here, let's target the
No
servants
secret
for
is
some
safe
theft.
from me.
And you're saving up for the 64. Yeah, okay. Some decent orgs in here, if, you know, we weren't full on orgs. None that I can immediately glance at and go like, oh, that's definitely better than what we have, I should grab that, but some decent ones in here.
Lending my expertise. I think I found something.
Okay, we can go steal the advanced Marine barracks, sure. 100% success chance, and we succeed, of course. Unsurprisingly.
The people will come to our side.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Things are stabilizing.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, so there's our first ship launched. We will go ahead and fly this up to medium orbit. Which we'll get up to real quick. The other ships are going to take a little bit longer. One of the places that I assumed was a space dock was in fact a shipyard, so that's why this one's been completed sooner than everything else. We're waiting for admin tower done before we do any more modification to this mining complex location, so we're just going to close here. Good to know that it is online, providing us with even more water. And that was our biggest water mine. If we look at Mars, sort by water. So that was 74 water a month. It's now 126.2. It'll be even more when we upgrade the admin node, because it'll go from 3 to a 5. So it's going to provide like 2, maybe 3 more water per month with that upgrade. And then we can get a little more science here, obviously. Victor 204 has arrived in Earth orbit. We'll let it do what it does because we're not ready to go shoot it down yet. In fact, our first response in Earth orbit will probably be to go to blow up that space station. Alien monsters lurch towards Mexico City. Okay, so let's summon the US Army and go save Mexico City. There we go. Not expecting the US Army to have any real problems with the alien menace there.
Ready.
Oh, we can sabotage again. Nothing to steal. So we've stolen the thing that we didn't have. Okay. One of the places we could do it. Do some sabotage. So we'll do some sabotage on the Protectorate this
Breaching
time.
lab security.
I could go well for wealthy, but we're not going to. I'm gonna get this guy security up. And we're not gonna sortie your one and only ship. Okay. Take me there. We're gonna minimize you for the moment. You're gonna go up to the medium Earth orbit. Romeo rendezvous. Okay. Drop you. You want to merge all these guys up before we send them up? Let's say sure. So we're gonna hit close. Launch to there. Minimize, approve the transfer. Open. Launch to there. Minimize, approve the transfer. Launch to there. Minimize, approve the transfer. You're in a weird orbit. We're gonna hit, take me there. We're gonna minimize. We'll send you straight to medium Earth at this point. Launch the 72 or 172. Minimize. Approve the transfer. You're at the International Space Station, so you're another one of those at a weird orbit. Minimize, send you to medium Earth orbit. Launch to Romeo 172 and confirm. Okay, so this should all arrive fairly quickly. Supply, resupply, join, resupply, 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 join. Okay. Join. Join. Resupplied at medium, so you can join 170, join 172. Join 170. Resupply. You're actually resupplied, so it's time to send you up to join 170. Do some quick resupply. Oops. There we go. And join 170. So there's all the small ships up in the fleet. We're now, I think, waiting just for the larger ones, which shouldn't be much longer. They've got 21 days. 21 days, we'll start getting up to our old hijinks again. Well, actually, no. We'll go after the alien base in orbit.
Offering
21 days.
support. They won't know what hit them.
Okay, so they got exotic hybrid tower systems to hit, so we'll hit that. And then we'll probably come back for the admin towers and the heat sinks. We'll see. There's our admin tower. Probably take that bonus on Purge. Yeah, let's take that bonus on Purge.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, winning hearts and minds.
The people will come to our side.
Arrived in Mexico City. Beginning to fight the
Things are cooling off.
kaiju of xenomorph we've got there.
Come to our side.
Its combat value 6. Which probably means it's better than our poor American division. Rolling around at 4.5, yeah. Don't worry, one thing America has is numbers. Failure, hallucinations, or uncover the truth. Nothing is found. Okay. Well, we don't want to hit the first one, because that's just bad all around. Stake out, or round up the entire population. We're gonna round up the entire population. And we did get the good success. Okay, we've gained cohesion, we've gained public opinion, gained 50 research. More American divisions arriving in Mexico City to defend it. You know, with the whole American army showed up, I think we should be able to take on one kaiju. So I think every one combat rating, it's like double the effectiveness. So 2 of these guys is like 5.5, so that's like 6.5. Yeah, we're the whole American army is like 7. 7 versus 6. I think we'll win. And by 7, I mean it's like all 6 of them combined are it's like 1-7. So 7's still pretty good, but you know, you can make it up, make up for it in numbers. We are losing control of this. We are losing control of this. That might be why these are going pretty slow.
Offering assistance. We've hacked the research data.
Okay, so we did not arrive in time to hit up the admin tower, but we can still delay their exotic heat sinks. And we got 50 science for ourselves. Cool.
We've moved the needle.
Astronomers have identified a meteoroid on trajectory to strike Comte de Grasse Station. Has a velocity of 1,000 kilometers per second, leaving the crew with very little time to react before it arrives. Can only hope that it won't be too bad, or we can try to knock the meteoroid off its course with weapon fire. And this is why you put HAB defense on stations. We have the ability to try something. It's going to fail, but we have the ability to try. So this would be a 20% chance of nothing bad. This would be a 50% chance of nothing bad. And another 25% chance that if we have something bad, it's only as bad as this bad. In theory, we could technically get the worst result here, but we'll roll it. And in fact, we did have the worst. The worst of possibilities happened. Up to 3 modules. It only damaged 2, but up to 3 modules will be destroyed. So there goes a module there and there. It'll just rebuild, it'll be fine. It's a little annoying because they'll be offline for, you know, 30 days, but... or 60 days or something, but... it's not too bad. Oh, and I do have... let's go to that Martian habitat I was working on earlier. You. We can now do the admin tower upgrade. Will not generate enough power, so we'll be power short, so I need to do a fission reactor array to provide the power. We now have 49, so 74 power worth of stuff we can slap in here, get some productive use out of. I'm tempted to slap things like material research up here. Like, we don't really care about military research priority on Earth, so build it elsewhere that makes sense. And I said I had 74, so we could slap 3 of these in here pretty easily. Same thing with military. We can slap one of those in. Life science, we probably want more around Earth. Oh, and I should go upgrade the info science ones as well. And energy science is the one that eats all the energy. Probably already maxed out on the Earth, so it's not too bad if we grab more here. Okay, so let's... grab a materials, a military, where do I have a skunk works? Got a skunk works in construction, so let's grab a space. And we should have enough power to power all that once that's all done. Cool. We got you upgrading. You're gonna be done when you're done, and then I'm basically gonna do what we did to this one, but there. Let's pop over to Earth. Nothing upgrade there. Well, actually, I've got the power. I probably don't have the power. Right, we're jumping from 10 power to 30 power, so we need 20 more. We actually have the power here to take it, so we'll do it. And then here we probably... Again, it's another 20 power. We've got it, so we'll do it. International Space Station. Again, we have the power, so we should do it. Here we don't have the power, unless we clear the energy line. We don't have the power. So we won't do it here. At least not right now. Here we have the info science, 2 info sciences. And 3 skunk works, which was probably a mistake. I only needed 1 skunk work here. Whoops. Let's do the info science upgrades. Oh, that's a pretty significant power jump. What we'll do is we'll overwrite one of skunk works. And now we have the power to do the admin as well. And we didn't need that second skunk work, so that'll be fine. Okay. We have the power here. It looks like we have the power here, so let's do the admin tower upgrade. We can do an admin tower upgrade here, and... No, we don't have the power here. We're exactly on the power requirements here. Don't have the power there. It's also medium orbit, so that one doesn't matter. We have the power requirements here, so we'll do the admin tower. Do it here. And then here. In fact, here we have the ability to do some more info science as well. Upgrade 1 and 2. We won't have the power to do that and the admin tower, but we'll go ahead and actually swap the other one out for power. And then an admin tower. Okay, and until those are done, I currently did one too many, and I don't have the control point capacity to control everything. Hopefully that doesn't last for too long. Or well, hopefully we don't really suffer anything.
We are winning their
That's
hearts
what
and
we're
minds.
a little bit more vulnerable, and we're paying like admin a day or something, so it's not too bad.
Violence is abating.
Public sentiment
And it'll
is
go away as soon as
increasingly
one of the
with
admin
us.
towers in low Earth orbit is done. There we go. Romeo, 170. We have a mission for you. There is a alien space base that offends my sensibilities. At the Lagrange point is I think where it was. Earth Luna 1, 1 station, 1 fleet. Fleet is, let's say, not a problem. And the station, Diamond Shield Station, does have a point defense array and an observation post. It has an observation post, so it may not continue to exist. Oh, we might not be able to get there and back. Yeah. I go Delta V8 signature. Can we drop the... Actually, 4 points. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to get there and back. One option is to clear the Lagrange point and set up a space station for resupply here at the Lagrange point. We may take that risk. I do want this base gone. That's not a situation I'm willing to compromise on. Cab module upgrade is complete. So we're basically upgrading everything. To start off as. So we're going to have 4 more power than we need off of those HABs. Fission reactor array down. Admin tower. Farm. Probably thinking we need another fission reactor array. And a skunk works. Then we got 74 power with which to set up research. So 3 things that below 25 would work. So materials works fine. Life science works fine. We'll do a military one. There we go. And we engage. Both fleets are willing to fight. Prepare for combat. I'm going to risk an auto-resolve here, because I think it will succeed. There we go. Commander operations at Diamond Shield Station. Okay. Oh. Select you. We don't have the Marines to take it over, so we are destroying it. 1 hour. Diamond Shield Station destroyed by the Resistance. Negligible salvage, but most importantly, no longer any opposition, or no longer any observation posts there. And you do a transfer back to our highest orbit. 4.1, and we do not have 4.1 worth of Delta V. Okay. Well, then you're stuck here, so we can fix that. One orbit here. I just need this for refueling, so we're going to set up a platform. We're going to manage the platform. The platform needs a solar collector. We didn't do the resupply level tier 1 thing that you generally don't build. We'll just slap a space dock in here. There we go. Power and resupply capacity. We can even go so far as to set a space dock up here with some science. Wouldn't be the worst idea. Or maybe the point defense, just to give it a little bit of come and knock in with some real plan. Yeah, let's give it a little bit of a point defense module, so at least if the aliens want to take the spot back, they gotta come back with some actual firepower. Okay, in 33 days, I think it's 33 days, we'll be able to refuel and leave. Now, because we did the auto-resolve, there's a decent possibility we still have some torpedoes left
Your
on the
orders.
ships. So they're not harmless out there, if the aliens come and knock them. That maybe doesn't mean very much if the aliens come and knocking, but they are not, in theory, completely defenseless. They're just mostly defenseless. Maybe an argument to actually do something there, but no, I think when we... Actually, do we have executive control there already? If we do, then let's reduce the nuclear armament of North Korea.
Heading to the capital.
Near 64, where we want you to go to. Okay. And we are definitely winning the kaiju fight. Got about one more point in cohesion to go before we're stable here.
I will help them.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Though we probably are stable enough. Yeah, we're pretty much stable enough at this point. We don't have to do any unrest reduction here.
Public opinion is moving in
Just to
our
maximize
direction.
research, we do want
Things are
cohesion at
stabilizing.
5.
We've moved the needle.
Mission complete.
Disarm warheads, please. There we go. No more hellfire devastation that can come out of North Korea. To be fair, this is going to give us 10 control points. We're going to have enough control points to control what we have very soon, one way or the other. So this is this month, probably during the next council action. This will be the next one after that. Still during the same month. February is February. You are in October this year. So we'll be able to pick something to replace advanced missile warfare. And we are slowly starting to fix the inequality problems here. Because we're autocracy here, we are still, even with such terrible, terrible, terrible inequality, we're starting to get back to the point where it's approaching 5. You know, we're probably going to send you around investigating things. For the moment. Who's that unknown person?
Investigating target.
Well, let's probably do the spoils. Let's actually turn the spoils off in Canada. See if we can get it back up to full sustainability. And there we go.
Offering support. I have new information.
Oh, and it's no longer cohesive enough. Okay. Let's do that. That should fix it reasonably quickly.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Order is returning.
The people will come to our side.
Here we go. More control point management. Hopefully we're not going to get nuclear struck anytime soon. Doing executive commission or executive privileges so we get the crackdown resistance would be tempting. Yeah. There we go. The only megafauna dealt with. So we do a path all armies home. Because as nice as it is to have them in Mexico where they're reducing the unrest, we'd also like them to be, you know, back in America reducing unrest. Because yeah, we would be making use of them a little bit, because otherwise we're sitting at 2.5. We really want to be sitting around about like 1.5, I think. Though, arguably that's one of the reasons we want to go cohesion. Resting point to 5, because if it was at 5 and we were like this... Well, we were at 4.2, for example, then we could have them deployed in Mexico, making Mexico more stable. Go for untouchable here. Does make sense. Just to build up security a little bit more, I think, then. Try to get up like 22 before we make the dash out to untouchable. Okay. August, okay. Xenoforming activity detected, which isn't super great. But I can't go fight all the xenoforming with my poor 6 actors here while doing all the other stuff we want them to do. Okay, so with that, Romeo 1-7.
Offering assistance.
Getting resupply. Okay.
We've got some intel on our target.
Resupply complete. So you should now be able to get back down to Earth orbit, medium orbit. Yeah, it's gonna eat most of your Delta V, but that's fine. You can refuel when you get there.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We have moved the needle.
There's flag bridge complete. Getting a bonus to stabilize missions wouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Maybe getting close to the point where we actually want to slow down our project working and focus back on globals again. But yeah, let's grab that stabilize bonus. Well, we're still doing a decent amount of stabilizes at this point.
We were unable to increase
Like that
security.
one that just failed.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay. So, how goes state around Earth? Are the aliens doing surveillance missions? They are, in fact, doing it too. Romeo, 170. We have hostiles I'd like to not have in orbit anymore. Let's hit up Victor 201. Likely to escape pursuit. Yeah, no, they're not getting away. Gauge. I'm willing to pay like 2 KPS to exhaust them a bit. Launch the closest station. Do a refuel motion. Go engage Victor 201 again. Engage. They're attempting to run away again. Let's pay a little bigger. Let's go up to 3 KPS. UFO is crashing to Earth, so there's another alien on Earth. Back to Nachi Station for refuel. Okay, that's fine. Research-wise, December is going to come up, so the counterinsurgency is going to complete first. January is actually not that far away, so these will complete pretty quickly. Yeah, depending on what we replace these with, I might start trying to down prioritize these to focus up top.
Where to?
Yeah, we'll just pull up some alien activity.
Investigating alien site. Lending my expertise.
Okay, engage. They're attempting to run away again. This doesn't surprise me. This is costing a lot of fuel, I would argue, but in theory it's costing us both fuel. It's just they're more fuel efficient than we are, so they can probably tolerate it a little bit better.
The people will come to our side.
Engage. Back to station, back to refuel.
The people will come to our side.
Things are cooling off.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, let's split the fleet up because I think it's just being scared of the large number coming at it. Okay, let's split the fleet in half. So we got 170 and an inflate. So 170 is going to go after Victor 201 again. And Romeo 197 is going to go after Victor 203. We'll hook the beast in multiple locations. Up to 1.5, being pretty effective. Here we're up to 4.4, getting pretty close to where we wanted to be. Anyway, with the armies back in country, we're maybe at the point where we can do some armies in Mexico, I suppose. Right, so how many armies do we got 6 armies. So they're like 0.2 in a bit each on rest reduction. And we want enough that we're like 1.5, right? So we need 9. Maybe cohesion's come up enough. Yeah, cohesion's probably actually come up enough. I could probably put the army abroad, at least some of the army abroad, to help stabilize Mexico. Okay, let's deploy some. Let's deploy 2 across the border into Mexico. Help stabilize Mexico. Mexico's less democratic than the United States as well. And what that will do is it means they're actually worth more in Mexico for unrest reduction. Engage. They're running from us. We'll spend 3.5 here. Engage. We'll spend like 3.5 here. Okay, go to the closest station. Sign the transfer. You can go to the closest station, sign the transfer.
We found something.
Okay, we lost the Bhutan one, that's fine. No, we want you to go engage the aliens again. At least until they run away from you. Take me there. You go engage the other alien. Okay, they're still en route.
I'm here.
Send you to investigate alien sightings. Focusing mainly on their activities, I think, is what we're going to focus
On their
on.
way to the target site.
I think it's 150. Yeah, 150. And you're 64. Okay. Bit of a shame that I don't need admin. That would be a really good admin org if we need an admin. We don't. Beta Cartel. 2 espionage, 8 admin. For 3 stars. Generates money. Generates increased spoils. Okay, Mr. Criminal. We'd like you to acquire a new org. Anyways, right now you got 26 of 25. So we need to clear 3 spots for you. And then once that's in, we can probably take off the 2 admin orgs. Maybe the 3 admin orgs. We'll see. So I don't need the mission control right now, so obviously that's a decent one to put on the bench. Don't actually need you. I just need to take 1 more off. Take the mining one off. We'll get the Beta Cartel. Now he has 6 more admin than he needs. So we can definitely take that off. That still technically means he has 1 more than he needs. It'll work a little bit better with 1 more than he needs. And now he still has his 2 spots, so we can put the 2 things that we took off back on. Okay, so technically we've paid like 4% economy for... Can I take you off? Yeah. Then I could put you back on if we wanted that economy. More than I wanted the space resources. Which is actually a believable argument to me right now. Yeah, let's take that 4% economy. But yeah, that's one thing to be on the lookout for, is decent criminal organizations in particular. Because for the longest time we didn't have a criminal, so we couldn't grab the criminal organizations. Marked is tempting to pick up. Is a 2-star espionage. Command. Okay, you lose public support, public campaign if we took that one off. Really don't need the controlled nation, so taking 2 persuasion off is a bit more meh. Probably don't need those gears. Probably take the gears off, yeah. Not eligible because we don't have anything in Japan. That was in the Japan specific. That one's government though. Yeah, let's grab Los Zetos. That espionage command. So the engineering that we just benched. Okay. Gauge. They're still running away, which is somewhat annoying. We'll pay a pretty heavy fuel premium just to really make them pay for it. Back to Nachi. Okay. And again, we'll just pay pretty heavily for it, just to see if they're willing to bet that high. Yeah, no, they're not willing to bet that high. They got a lot of Delta V. That's one thing about the alien ships, is they got lots of Delta V.
Offering counsel.
And apparently we're scary enough to the aliens. The aliens are willing to just disengage from us instead of fight us. Give them a little bit of breathing room. Every time we engage them and they disengage, it does reset their
We are winning
roll
their hearts and minds.
for observation. So
Violence is abating.
at least they're not observing.
With us.
I'm going to pick what comes after advanced missile warfare. We'll probably make that the last decision of the stream. Okay, so that's done. Probably means we want to set up the... Start upgrading the next one. The Earth on... Mars. That's Mars. Let's click Mars. You, and you. Start upgrading that settlement core. 40 days.
Here's what we found.
No matter what we do,
There we go.
no matter what we say, no matter how many appear to listen to us, mutual obliteration remains humanity's only endgame. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, Letter of Resignation to the United Nations.
This is maybe one reason why the Protectorate is pro-alien. Because they don't trust humans. Get ultraviolet climate lasers, but that's pretty expensive. Supercapacitors we're going to need to get the laser engine upgrades, particle beam batteries, as well as I'm going to go for coil guns. Probably want coil guns at some point, or arc lasers, that sort of stuff. So we want supercapacitors at some point. Superconductors required for those improved coil guns. Electronics is going to be required for the advanced fission systems. That's probably where our next generation engines might come from. Because the good fusion stuff's pretty deep. Though we will want to do good fusion at some point. Advanced hydrogen containment would give us slush hydrogen tanks. Though we're not using those on our small ships, so... Aerial ecology is pretty cheap. But no, let's work on supercapacitors. That'll be the decision that ends this recording part. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow, because we're going to record one more part today. Probably about an hour length time. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break, sip a little bit of tea, and then we'll get right back into recording. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.